What's going on, everybody? So, as mentioned in last week, forgive my shakiness, but here's the 2017 Subaru Legacy Premium. The MSRP on this specific vehicle was $27,000 and some change, and as discussed last week, the vehicle is a lease along with the Impreza behind it. So, I did have plans to clean it, but man, you can see, gloomy day here in Michigan, so we'll do it with it dirty. Shit happens. Warning, vulgar language may occur within our videos, so my apologies if that one caught people off guard. But let's go ahead and take a look at the interior of the vehicle and see what options it has, and then we'll take a look under the hood and the trunk space. So let's get to it. Starting with the key fob, this vehicle is not equipped with a remote start. It does have keyless entry though, and then it does have a button for panic and then the trunk release as well. So it is a standard key. Put it in, key in ignition. We do have a confirmation there. Door open. So let's go ahead and close that. Starting up the vehicle, as we're inside, says Legacy, and the infotainment says Subaru Starlink. Starting the vehicle, you'll notice that it does have 665 miles, about under half tank gas, and we're going to go ahead and hit the I agree for safety operation, and we're going to go ahead and just shut this. There we go. So navigating through the different information that is available on the tachometer, the instrument cluster, you'll see miles per hour, charge time, and miles per gallon. That is instant. That's why that says 0. How many miles till empty? Average miles per gallon, and then again miles till empty. You've got your tachometer and your coolant temp, and then on the right hand you have your speedometer and fuel gauge. So that's all that you've got on the tachometer, nothing too terribly fancy up there. Moving to the steering wheel, you have a whole plethora of steering wheel controls for phone operation, radio operation, obviously your cruise, and then switches for your tachometer. Power windows, power driver's seat, passenger seat is manual. Then electronic parking brake. You've got nice storage there. You have dual climate control, and you know, they've been in a lot of vehicles lately, and I will tell you that the Legacy, the max AC, if you hit that, is just, it does get insanely cold. Actually, you've got to kind of crank it down a bit, but you can have these sync together to where you have 65 and 65, or you can do it dually, dual, and now I can change this without changing that one, which is a real nice feature. This is all digital here. This model does have heated seats, which are located up here. Just the front seats are heated, and they are cloth. And then moving to the infotainment center, you do have different apps you can go to. You've got your phone that you can obviously sync it with, and then different audio. And now we're going to leave that kind of be for the time being. Again, this model alone, well, not alone, obviously, there's others that are like it, but you do have the complete sunroof, sunglasses holder, auto dimming mirrors, and this one, obviously, you can equip it with a garage door opener as well. The other nice thing is that the sun visors do slide, and when I say they actually slide quite a bit. So that's good for going over here and sliding, and you can get a complete block of the sun from that angle. So that's the Subaru Legacy overview in the driver's seat. The back seat does have plenty of room. The seats do fold down, so let's go ahead and take a quick look at the trunk, and then we'll move to the engine bay. Quick reference, trunk button is right here. So that is popped, and then we're going to pop the hood as well, which should be down here. Done. Let's head back to the trunk in the rain. So here is the trunk. You'll notice that it does have two trunk struts to hold it up. Quite a bit of space back there. Again, my apologies for the dirt. I had plans to clean it, but with the rain, I just didn't see any sense in it. So with those struts, it does add a little bit of force needed to close it. They do seem relatively stable, which is good. And let's move front. Again, you do have two hood struts, also different from the Impreza. And then here's the engine itself, and this is a 4-cylinder. And again, as we pointed out with the Legacy, a lot of things seem to be relatively easy to work on if that's your forte, because you do have the engine oil filter right up top. You've got the AC compressor and the alternator all readily available. So as far as being able to work on them, not too terrible, but this is a new vehicle, so there shouldn't be any real major maintenance issues. So guys, that is the overview of the 2017 Subaru Legacy. Be sure to check out the overview of the 2017 Subaru Impreza, and then in the next coming weeks we will have a comparison of the two vehicles, and then at some point we'll do a review for each specific vehicle as well. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button down below. Click the little bell icon to stay up to date with our videos, and we will talk to you guys later. For this last little segment, I did want to just kind of touch base again. I realize that some of you are watching this, others aren't. You saw my ugly mug and you're like, okay, we're done. But as stated at the end of the video, subscribe and a like is definitely a good way to show your support for us and help us get to 300. We're at 233 as of the recording for this. I'd like to just see us get to 300 in the near future. So just help us get to 300 subs. Click the button down below. It takes all 10 seconds, and that support is greatly appreciated. Tony and I both appreciate it. So thanks again for